Should be live. Hey guys, welcome to the stream. We will be starting it in a couple minutes. But yeah. The Cardinals, what, 40 days, 55 games, something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, screw that.
Yeah.
Muted the YouTube, sharing.
In Florida for that too.
I'm going to post the link.
What's up, Marin? What's up, Jamie? What's up, Marin? What's up?
Pablo.
All right. Leon, you ready to get started?
Yeah, let's do this. Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to Views from the Vault, episode 16. It's your homie Leon here. I'm here with my co-hosts Pierre and Jason. Today we got a very special episode planned for you guys. We got Eric over from the Fourth Quarter Shop in Los Angeles. He's going to go under the cap with us and kind of tell us his story and kind of wind down how he got started and kind of break down that fabulous cap wall he's got there. So hope you guys enjoy.
Well, Eric, I have a confession to make. You've helped fuel my my purchasing of LA Dodgers hats.
All right.
So, I'm a Red Sox fan, but the Red Sox certainly don't have the same cool caps that the LA Dodgers do. And your store is one of the stores that has certainly helped fuel my collection growth with LA Dodgers. And I do want to make sure that you're aware too, that while Jason Mead does offer a great service to the fitted community, and he does provide access to your hats via his Instagram, he hates the LA Dodgers. So I just want to get that out of the way. I don't want to.
Don't forget, with a passion.
Yeah, I don't want to create drama here, but Jason is the kind of guy who does not like the LA Dodgers, and I want to make sure you know that as we kind of navigate this interview.
I kind of knew that already. But
you already knew that.
He said with a patch. And
yeah.
You don't do that much patch. You don't do that many hats with patches, so we're still in good graces.
Okay.
Are you an Astros fan, Jace?
No. I grew up a Braves fan.
Oh, you're good then.
Yeah,
I used to like the Braves. You know, Glavine, Smoltz.
Yeah.
During that that run that they had. So
yeah, absolutely.
So Eric, let me test your baseball knowledge since you brought up some pictures of the Braves heyday. In '89, do you remember like a pitcher who was supposed to be the second coming and he was going to pitch alongside Glavine, Maddox, and Smoltz? Do you remember what his name was? Hold on, Jason. I want to see if Eric knows. Eric's not a Braves fan, so he might not know.
No, I can't. I don't think. Did he not
Okay,
make
so
it because of an
Jason,
injury or
who?
did he not make it because of an injury? Or he just didn't pan out
He just didn't really pan out, right?
around that time? Nah, brain fart. I can't think of it. Who was it?
Jason,
Are you referring to Steve Avery?
Steve Avery. Steve Avery. He was supposed to be the fourth starter on that rotation that was going to shut everybody down. He just didn't pan out.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years, and then his arm just lost it.
Yeah. Well, Eric, listen, I wanted to give everyone an opportunity to get to know you better. So, we all know the Fourth Quarter Shop. We all love it. You know, it's out there. People are constantly posting stuff that they purchase off your website. Some folks have the pleasure of going into your store and actually interacting with you and buying from you directly. But I'd love to tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, you know, not about your store yet, but just a little bit about yourself.
Okay. So yeah, I basically started this back around 2000, 2001. I actually used to work with DT kids, so like developmentally disabled. I used to work with autistic, Down syndrome kids and all that. And then I ran a couple of social programs for some kids after school. But anyway, when I started this business, I was working with a particular kid. He was autistic, but he was highly functioning. So my job was really to teach him life skills, really how to get around the city on the bus, how to shop for himself, how to do laundry. And so anyways, on one of these trips to downtown, I ran into a little wholesaler down there that had, they didn't have hats, but they had like embroidered wallets, mugs with Raiders and Rams and whatnot. So he sold novelties. So I'm like, damn. And at that time, I was looking for something else to do other than just, working for the school district and whatnot. So I was like, you know what? Let me go to the ATM real quick. It's probably all I had was about $300. Took it out of the ATM. Went back to this dude. Got like a tiny bag like this, literally a little bag with maybe 4 wallets, a couple freezer mugs, 5 keychains. That was it. And I took that. My mom lived on a busy street at that time. Set up in front of her yard. And, during the next 2-3 weeks, I sold it all. Flipped that. And then it just grew. From there, I went to swap meets. And then I did just pretty much online for a few years. And then finally opened up the store in 2008. But I mean, I was that guy that also spent thousands of dollars a year on gear. A huge sports fan, LA fan. Growing up, I was a Raiders fan. I'm still a Raiders fan, but I was able to go to games, since they were here at the Coliseum. Diehard Dodger fan. I lived right down, what used to be Sunset. Now it's Cesar Chavez, right at the bottom of the hill where Dodger Stadium is. I lived in some apartments there up until I was 6 years old. So I would go run to the corner. The bicycle cops, they used to give away baseball cards from the back of their little box. So I used to do that. Big Laker fan. Magic was my idol. Big USC fan. So really all LA sports fan. Diehard fan. So I was like, it was just an easy transition for me to get into the business, with something that I really loved,
Yeah. So Eric, tell us your let's start with your least favorite LA sports moments.
Man, there's a lot of them. We've been the almost team for a while now. Recently, it's got to be Kobe dying. It's not really sports, but
that's
shattering. I mean, for everybody in a way, but And that 2017 game, Astros, that game 7, it's like
Yeah.
it burns, Um, that's really like the most recent one. The loss to the Celtics, getting whooped, but then Lakers came back and took care of business.
Oh yeah. Well, 2008 was the Celtics year, right?
Yeah,
And then the next year, that was a great 2-year stretch though between those two teams.
yeah, it was.
It was impressive to watch. I mean, that was two of my favorite years of watching basketball.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Seeing those two go back and forth. How about the tuck rule game?
Oh God. But you know what? The tuck rule was bad. But for me personally, I went to the Super Bowl in San Diego against Tampa.
Yes.
So,
Okay.
so the tuck rule was bad, and it changed the history of two franchises forever.
Yeah.
And, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, the whole excitement of going to, that's probably, that's the only Super Bowl I've ever been to. So
Wow.
going down there and then just getting rolled by Tampa was disgusting. Still feel sick. I think I'm
So
still
let's
paying for that ticket.
let's flip the coin though. Let's talk about your favorite LA moments. So you've been in LA sports all your life. So what were your favorite LA sports moments?
Probably 88. More so though, like Fernando Mania, that time period.
Oh yeah.
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 Fernando Mania was amazing. I can't really pinpoint moments, because LA teams kind of go through spans of time periods of great, like the 80s with Magic and all of them, those great years.
Yeah.
Skyhook, Magic Skyhook, that's a moment.
Yeah.
Another moment, it wasn't a championship game, but Derek Fisher's .04 shot. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Playoffs versus the Spurs.
Yeah.
I remember that distinctly because we were at a party and everybody just went nuts. With that moment. But
The Kirk Gibson 88 World Series moment. I was 11 at the time, and it's one of those. Obviously, I wasn't an LA fan. I was always a Red Sox fan, but that will always live on in my memory, man. There's something about that moment and Joe Carter later on in '93, correct?
Yep.
'93. Those two moments, for some reason, stand out to me. But Kirk Gibson specifically. Well, actually, there's 3 moments. It's the Kirk Gibson one, it's Joe Carter, and it's the bloody sock game with Kurt Schilling for the Red Sox. Those are the 3 things in postseason, those postseason moments. Now, there's tons of postseason moments, but those are the ones that stand out the most. But specifically, Kirk Gibson.
Yeah, the way that whole went down, and when you go back and look at it, and Vinny narrating in the background, it's just,
oh man,
it's
crazy. Those are the kind of moments that, as a boy, you'll never forget.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something that I still to this day remember. I'm watching it again.
Right.
Yeah.
But are really like the epitome of why we love sports, because there's nothing more real. It's the best reality TV. Sports. That's what really unites us, I think, as sports fans, and for me, kind of drives the passion for my business. It's not just, I'm not just selling product. I'm out there, I'm watching every game that I can, and going to as many games that I can. So it's.
Do you get to go to many Trojan football games?
I haven't lately. Last year I went to a couple games, but we have a relative that has season tickets. So I was able to go to a few more, but yeah, usually Saturdays. I mean, lately, like the past few years, especially with my son playing baseball, and Jace, weekends are for baseball, year round, right? So it's like watching my son play and watching whatever I can on my iPhone at the same time, of my favorite teams. So.
Yeah. Now, I was just gonna ask how incredible it was to watch Reggie Bush during his non-Heisman year. How magical he was on the football field.
How special. Yeah, that whole group with Pete Carroll and and liner in them. Yeah, it was a lot of USC business during that time.
Yeah.
So Eric, tell us, when did you first get into hats in general? Was this like at a real young age? Was it always fitted? Like when did that start?
Yeah, same thing. As soon as I could afford them on my own, and my parents were able to get us a few hats here and there. It was I don't remember going to like sports stores like this. I don't really think they existed back then when we were little. It was more like the little the 10 by 10 wall at Montgomery Wards.
Yeah.
Right? Something like that. And where we would just go and try to pick out hats. And it was just random, really, even though I was an LA fan and an LA kid. I remember having Tar Heel hats, Texas Longhorn hats for some reason.
Yeah.
And then that whole 90s period where like the Hoyas were big, Michigan was big. I had all those hats. Because you would match it with the starter jacket.
That's right.
So it was.
I always ask people, Eric, when they bring up the starter jacket, right? I always ask people, what did you keep in the big kangaroo pocket?
Nothing.
You just left it empty. All right, that's the best answer so far. That's the best answer so far.
I was always broke. I didn't have anything in my pockets. You
spent it all on the starter jacket, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. But so you've been in the hats your whole life. Now you transition kind of into this store. And how long has the brick and mortar location been open, Eric?
We've been here 12 years this summer.
12 years. So tell us, how has it evolved? So take it back from 12 years to now. How has that business evolved? How's your store evolved? That sort of thing.
Well, of course, I opened up at the worst time you can open up a business, right?
Oh, yeah.
2008. Yeah. In 2008, right? I think I signed my lease, excuse me, in July. And, a couple of months later, the world fell apart,
Yeah.
So, I just battled, man. I was just trying to word of mouth flyers, especially around this area. I mean, I'm in a small sort of residential neighborhood. It's not really high traffic.
Yeah.
So we just battled. We just tried to sell online and move stuff,
Yeah.
That was pretty tough.
Well, listen, I've been talking a lot with these guys about like the stores I visit in the Bronx and stuff, and I think yours isn't much different in terms of like there's like a real nostalgic, great feel about popping into a store like yours.
Yeah. Laura, give me some water, yeah? I think I just got some COVID.
I don't think that could have happened while we've been on the air.
Yeah, you guys are on the East Coast, so I gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm on the East Coast.
We're at least 6 feet apart. We're fine.
Yeah, we're 6 feet apart. But there's a real nostalgic feel going into a store like yours, man. And is it like do you have a lot of the same community members that are kind of popping into the store? Is it the same folks that kind of come in regularly, and then you kind of got the online thing to the side?
Yeah, we have a big group of regulars that come in.
Yeah.
With online, we're able to move some more stuff. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'll give you a second there to kind of get another drink of water. It's like I'm peppering you with questions when you're trying to catch your breath here.
All right, it's all right.
No, it's okay.
But yeah, it was rough at first, trying to get it going.
Yeah.
I know you guys aren't big on snapbacks, the S word, but at first I did a lot of snapbacks. I used to I rented. So you see this shop, the size of this shop.
Yeah.
There's a shop right next to me on this side, same exact size. So after about 3-4 years, I was able to lease that side also. So I had both sides.
Oh, okay.
And so that side was floor to ceiling, only hats. And this side was just apparel, And
yeah.
So I had at one time easy over 2,000, almost 3,000 snapbacks. And I had some, you guys know Don C?
Mm-hmm.
You know who Don C is, right?
Well, yeah, we know.
Don C used to buy all the Mitchell and Epps snapbacks from me, and then he'd go and put the leather on them and sell them for $400. So he was a good customer of mine for about a year. He'd come in and
Yeah.
just a bunch, you know. I mean, I would just wholesale on. I'd make $1 or $2. I really wasn't making any money off of them.
Yeah.
The
I
funny
think
thing
I
is,
think he was though, Eric.
oh yeah, for sure, right? But the funny thing is about him is like he does. I don't really talk to him anymore. But when things were rough around the shop, when it was like it was hard to make payroll, or we were just because that's how this business is. It's peaks and valleys, you know.
Yeah.
And it depends on how our sports teams are doing. But yeah, it was funny how like when we were struggling, he would show up and you know and spend a couple grand in hats, and it was just like a blessing. I'm like, damn, you know, Mr. Crawley shows up and really supported us during that time, you know.
Well, and you also provided him a service too. I mean, you were helping him get his creative.
Because we would buy in larger quantities, and we would get like a lot of the newest stuff. You know, when Mitchell and Ness was really big with the script snapbacks and the arch block and the logo, the two-tone logos, that was huge. It was huge at that time, you know.
Yeah.
And he was making a killing too, selling them to LeBron and all the NBA players. You know, once he put the leather on here and the little leather belt on the back, you know, they were $400. I don't know if he still sells them or not, but you know, either way though, like I said, he was a blessing for us. So whenever he showed up, it was like, yes, you know.
Yeah.
So we've been just really blessed to kind of fight through some of those battles, you know, where as most businesses do, you know, with great customers like that and support from some other guys too, you know. Josh I don't know his last name. Anyways, Chili Peppers guitarist. He's a Dodger fan, so he'd come in and buy stuff.
Yeah.
George Lopez is always supporting us. Taboo from the Black Eyed Peas, he's a Steeler fan. He comes in here and gets stuff.
So did you like the Black Eyed Peas before or after Fergie?
I've never liked the Black Eyed Peas.
Before Fergie, I liked them before. I liked them before Fergie when they were more of a conscious rap group.
Oh, okay. No, I'll be honest. I've never liked Black Eyed Peas. So, interesting fact about myself: I used to be. I listen to everything. We listen to everything, but I used to be in a metal band. I used to be a lead singer of a metal band here in LA in the early 2000s.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so
that's like more meat. That's more Mead speed than mine. I'm more of an old school '90s hip hop guy, and Mead's more of the, you know, he's more of the edgy guy.
All right. Yeah, but we listen to everything.
What's that?
No, but we listen to everything. I listen to everything except country and classical, probably.
Yeah, it's probably the same with me too. But Eric, so tell us one last thing, you know, around like how you select hats for your shop. Like, how do you go about that process? I'd love to hear a little bit more about that.
For us, it's really just colorways. We're not big on like the side patch stuff. You know, for me at least, it's just really colorways and coming up with some cool colors that maybe people haven't seen. I mean, it's you know, it's not that hard. The leagues have done the work for us. The logos are great. The colors are great.
Yeah.
Every league, baseball, football, college, you know, there's 3 divisions in college. If you start looking at some of those like Division 3 logos and colors, they're great. You know, so the work is really done for us. It's just a matter of kind of putting stuff together, you know, and choosing some stuff, combining it. You know, like this one we did not too long ago. You can't really see it, but it's the Blue Jays colorway.
It's like a mint green, right?
No, it's like see if the lighting's better on this side. No, it's worse. It's really the Blue Jays colorway is what it is. It's that sort of aqua blue.
The hair at the top of the old logo.
Yeah, so we have it on the site. We have a few left, and that hat did really well. You know, I've always liked the Blue Jays colors, that sort of aqua with black and white and gray. So I wanted to do Dodgers in that. And so just stuff like that. You know, incorporated some of the side patch stuff lately. I know it's huge on the East Coast, and it's starting to pick up here. But usually, like the LA fan or the LA, or at least my customer, they're a little more plain, a little more clean looking hats. And
Yeah.
that's really what I push. Although you've seen that I have brought in a few of the patch stuff, and I have some more of it coming in because I do have requests when I do put something out. They'll be like, "Oh, get more of the side patches, get more of the." So really, that's how we go about crossing colors over to leagues. Obviously the Laker colors and Raider hats and Dodger hats, those do really well here. So that's really what I look at first. When I think of an LA fan, who are they a fan of? Well, they're a Laker fan, so we're gonna cross color that. They're a USC fan, probably UCLA fan. So first and foremost, we're gonna cross over all those teams that are tight together that fans might be attracted to.
So Eric, has the hatred for the Black Nasty entered LA yet?
Who's
The black underbrim. The
Oh,
black underbrim.
Not yet, man. I know it's big on the East Coast, and I'll get messages too, like, oh man, like, why you got that black bottom for this and that. I know it's like you guys hate the black bottoms, huh?
I mean, yeah. There's like
I mean, what is
there's
it?
like this. It's called a Black Nasty in New York.
Uh-huh.
So there's this extreme dislike for the black underbrim.
I mean, but
Underbottom.
where does it come from? Like, what's the basis of? That's what I
I
kind
mean,
of.
if you look it up, people, New Yorkers feel it looks cheap. I don't know, man. But it started to rub off. It started to rub off on me.
Gray and green always are going to look better.
Yeah, they do. The colors pop a little bit more, but
Yeah.
we should tell that to the leagues then, because MLB has black bottoms.
I know.
Finally.
Most Laker like NBA, all the leagues have black bottoms for the most part.
Yeah. The on-fields certainly do.
Yeah, the outfield.
So Eric, where do you see hats in LA going? Is there any trends you're seeing right now that are interesting, or is it more of the same, just very clean and classic looks? Like, do you see anything changing or coming?
Like I mentioned earlier, I do see some of the side patch stuff coming in.
Yeah.
It's trending a little bit more. Same with the bottoms. I'm trying to stay away from the black nasties as much as I can. So I have brought in a lot of the stuff that has either gray or purple. Like we did, like the purple bottom with that Dodger hat, Laker cross colored. I mean, it seems like it's trending that way.
Yeah.
I think we're still gonna have that group of customers that just likes that clean look. Which I'm always gonna be catering to. Mostly because that's what I like too. I'm not big on patches. There's a couple that I like, and there's a couple of designs I submitted that I'm like, oh, I might keep a couple of those, and those will be coming in next month or maybe October, I think.
I bought a Dodgers cap from Hat Heaven that had a 2017 World Champions side patch on it.
Oh, it did? Okay.
Yeah, 2017. I bought that from Hat Heaven.
Okay.
That was an interesting purchase. It was almost like a slap in the face of Houston, but
do you guys see the Laker hat that we did with the World Series trophy lately?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, I think I have a 7 3/4. Let me check. Let me bring that hat over.
Yeah, sure.
There's a funny story behind that hat.
Sure, I want to see it.
That is a lot of hats, man.
That's a lot of hats, yeah.
That's a lot of hats. He knows exactly where it is. The wall just keeps going.
I thought that was mirror there at the end, but it's not.
Oh.
Yep.
And we sold it.
So it looks like we sold it. We had it, but let me pull it up because I think you guys would want to see this. So this is Sorry, guys. Don't mean to make the show lag a little bit here.
No, it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah. Speaking of styles and stuff, we did have a question from the crowd while you're looking that up. Do you plan on doing any of the pink bottoms that are hitting the other sites these days?
Yeah, we did submit some stuff for some pinks.
Okay.
So I do have some stuff coming in. Here it is. Oh yeah, 0 available. So yeah, I did sell out. But this hat right here. All right, let's see if you guys can see this. Of course, the lighting's bad. Let me see.
Yeah, turn your brightness down.
Let me see.
Yeah, turn the brightness down on the phone.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we did see that.
Yeah.
I saw that.
So anyway, this hat. Oops.
Oh.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, yeah.
You see
You had
that?
the wrong year on it, right?
Right. Well, that hat was submitted at the peak of COVID. What happened is the deadline was coming up, and my rep was like, it was, everything, the world was falling apart, when COVID first hit, right? And that deadline was coming up during that time, and they're like, my rep is like, everybody's furloughed. There's, nobody's at New Era right now. Like, only thing you can get in is if it's in the system, and we don't know if you're gonna be able to get it. So I'm like scrambling to get merch, right? I'm like, damn, I don't know if I'm gonna get it or not. I can't really submit. I wanted something like that, but I couldn't submit a new design, So I was like, wow, you know what? That looks kind of cool. And I was using my son's laptop. It was kind of grainy. I didn't really see the specs up close. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I like the colorway. It's Lakers. I like the trophy. So we submitted it. And it wasn't until like 3 days later when I was just going through my phone, the emails, and I blew it up. And I'm like, what? 2012? What are they talking about? And I had already submitted it. And at that time, I was like, fuck, the world's falling apart. If I can get any merchandise in, I'll take it, And so that's where really that hat came about. And I got so many comments on the underneath my post about, how could you guys even put that out? The Giants swept that year, the Tigers that year, right? And it says 2012. But I was like, you know what? Hey, and plus almost everyone that bought that hat, they just liked the way it looked.
Yeah.
They didn't even know, who was in the World Series that year, So that we sold out of that hat pretty quick. But after I was like, man, I gotta really pay attention to specs.
Well, Eric, the fitted game's like that right now, though. Honestly, like it's this unbelievable surge right now, where if something goes up, people are buying it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And like there's not a whole lot of I wouldn't say indecisiveness. It's not allowed. You've got to be decisive if you want to buy now. And it's like the golden age, I think, in not the golden age, but I don't know how I'd coin it, but I'd say that this is a very powerful time in fitteds. Where if you post something right now, it looks good, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Yeah, that's certainly the case with some of the styles that we've been putting out lately. That's why I actually did this last weekend? I did like an in-store only, a couple of in-store styles, because I was getting customers coming in like, you just posted this like 5 minutes ago. How can you be sold out?
Yeah.
And I have a couple of customers that there's a guy in Florida that as soon as I post something, he'll grab like 3 of each size or 4 of each size. They're gone. So it's kind of like, whoa, so I kind of want to do some in-store stuff because I do have locals and LA guys that are starting to get into the side patches that can't get it because it gets gobbled up by the East Coast, So,
yeah.
But
it's like you can't put anything out that you can't put enough out there. You just can't.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I had the buying power, because I'd definitely put out a lot more, but I have to, I have to balance out, what I buy and when I buy, especially now that we have to front the money, 3 months in advance. I can't put out whatever 10 grand and just sit and wait for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, granted, when it comes in, it's going to be great, but still, it's still uncertain times, and we don't know the few months ahead.
We don't know what's going to happen. We never know what's going to happen next. You know, it's interesting to see how, I was thinking about this the other day, like 6-7 months ago, I was able to have a cart and build on the cart and keep the cart saved. and then say, all right, I'm gonna pull the trigger today. No. Now it's changed from you can do that for 7 days. Now you better be done in 7 seconds.
Right. Well, that's what we get as far as orders. When I see orders come through, I'll see like 4 different orders from the same guy because he was scared it was going to sell out.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'll send me a message. I'll be like, I just, my name's such and such, I just ordered like 4 hats. And then if we haven't shipped and we're able to do it, we'll go through and we'll combine shipping and give them some refunds and stuff.
Right, because people will go one by one by one by one.
Right.
Just
So
to be careful. Yeah.
We'll do that. We ship really fast though here. Like as soon as an order comes through, if we can, it's gone that day within.
Oh, you guys are fast.
We ship quick. Now USPS isn't delivering as quick as we'd like. Quick, So sometimes we can't help everybody out because the product, the order's gone and we can't combine. But
yeah.
But yeah, as far as the golden age, you're definitely right. And living right now through this whole Corona thing is sort of. I've even told my sister helps me run the shop. It's pretty much us two and Laura, which you see running around back there. Also, she is one of my employees. There's 3 of us.
Yeah.
But yeah, even just living through these times and kind of learning what's sort of been able to keep us afloat. It's been hats. It's been the hat because people, as it is, they don't really buy clothing online. Clothing, you kind of want to see the jersey, you want t-shirts, you feel it. Novelties, same thing.
Yeah.
All this stuff. Hats, certain hats. Like
because some of those novelties are really impulse buys, right? It's not something you're going to a hat you're going to go look for and the style you want to get. But the novelty items, that's really an impulse buy.
Right, and for the most part, although New Era has been a little off with the sizing, I gotta say, some of the.
It's gotten better.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the styles that we've gotten recently, they run really small. So I don't know.
The Vietnam ones were really small for a while.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, we just have to take a look at what's really been carrying us through this whole Corona thing, and it's been hats. I was telling her, I'm like, damn, we should just turn into a hat store. Screw it. It's easier to manage, and we can push out a lot more product. But I mean, as you guys can see, we're a full service sports store, so I have to think about apparel and novelties, collectibles and all that, and try to balance out our budget, in accordance to it. But yeah, for sure, the hat game has definitely been on the up and up, during this whole these last 4 months.
Well, Eric, before we let you go, I just want to make sure Leon and Jason had a chance. So, Leon, did you have any questions for Eric or any thoughts that you wanted to share?
I guess just more so on like how you've seen any trends in terms of like customers changing their buying patterns at the store level. Are they coming in more kind of educated on what they want, or do you still see like a lot of browsing or? I feel like.
Sorry, go ahead. Finish your question.
No, I was gonna say like I spend a lot of times in stores, and like for me, like I would just go in and grab what I want. I know what I'm looking for. I know what specific hat, and there's a lot less like what team is this, or a lot less selling in terms of the store, but more buying, I guess. Has that trend changed for you?
Yeah, I think so. But just because we have so much stuff, we do get the browsers in here. Like I said, more so when I had the other side and I had like over 2,000 hats, dude, guys would spend a couple hours here, they'd come on their lunch and then be like, shit, my lunch is over. And then, an hour they would just be here and looking, and because I had so many styles. I had like every league, every team. I had all the major colleges. I had, there was so much to look at, and there still is now. But I think also through like being in this whole Corona thing, like you said, people are educated and they kind of know what they want, and just with the whole spread thing, even though, we wear masks here and we got sanitizer everywhere, people kind of have an idea of what they want, especially if I just blasted a hat or something, they come in, with the advent and the growth of Instagram and Facebook, they already did their shopping, they already browsed, IG and Facebook or our website, and they kind of know what they want a lot of the time, you know.
This reminds me a lot of Hat Heaven, honestly. How Hat Heaven kind of operates.
Yeah.
Very similar to how Hat Heaven in the Bronx operates, in terms of like the connection to the brick and mortar and the online and how you guys are handling it. It's impressive to see how alike some of this is.
I think because we're all adapting and we're all learning to what's working, you know.
Well, no, he's suffering from the same thing you are, man. Where I think he might have done it a little bit before you, which is he was protecting in-store quantities to make sure that the local community had access to it before everyone else got a hold of it, which is what he's kind of shifted to because of this crazy rush to get the stuff. So, for example, I was able to get some hats by going to his brick and mortar store, and it didn't appear on his online store for another week or two. Because he kind of protected that local customer experience, which is probably kind of what you were talking about earlier, I think.
Right. It's still balancing out, you know, trying to keep some of our local guys happy. Plus, like, you know, on the West Coast, the side patch thing isn't big, so the fact that we're like one of the first ones to kind of carry it, guys are flocking, you know, they're flocking over here, and they're like, and we'll hear it, you know. Well, I usually have to get these on Hat Club, but they always sell out. Some dude came in here just talking about some conspiracy theory that Hat Club sells all their, I don't know, hats to their employees or something, and then they try to resell them on something else. I was like, what are you talking about, dude? You know, I'm like, you just missed out, bro. You know,
Eric, if it's you or Hat Club, if you put 72 of a side patch 1981 LA Dodgers hat with a pink underbrim, you'd sell them in about 10 seconds. So it's just everywhere is just a rush on these fitted. So yeah. So Jason, what did we have? Anything from the comments before we let Eric get back to running his business?
Yeah, no, we'll let him get back here in just a second. A lot of great comments about great customers experience they've had with you guys, how fast you guys ship. I did have one question though, and seeing that World Series hat that you brought up, it's been a rumor that we've heard going on and on for a couple months that the cross league colorways, specifically with the Lakers colors, aren't going to be allowed anymore. But I see you still dropping them. Have you heard that, or is there any truth to those rumors?
I mentioned that to one of you guys.
Okay.
That was also going back to when the Rona first hit. In regards to that actual colorway for that trophy hat, they said we're not going to be able to get any more colorways in the MLB, NBA colorways in MLB hats. So that's why there was a rush too to push that through. Lately, I don't know exactly what's going on, but I think last I heard we can't submit any new designs. As far as, you know, like any new stuff, if it's in the system. But I think they're starting to clear some of that out. I think it's a matter of time where, because if that came from the leagues, I'm guessing, you know, they're going to put a stop to it, whatever reasoning they might have for that. But I think you're going to start to see less and less, for us at least, for sure, Dodger hats in Laker colors, because they won't be available.
Fortunately, I got all 7 versions of it, so.
So you're getting do they even make Red Sox hats in Celtics colors? That doesn't really move, huh?
Listen, Boston's a weird place, man.
Well, LA is great in that sense that, you know, there's so many colorways and things that we can do with Dodger hats. It's crazy.
I know.
You'll never do a Dodgers one in a Giants colorway, though, right?
We did have a snapback in that, not fitted though. We did have it
myself,
but we pushed it as a not Angelos colorways, not Giants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, black and orange. I was a black and orange, not Angelos. You know.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Well, Eric, I want to thank you for coming on, man. You're obviously a man who's running his business. You took some time to chat with us, and we appreciate your store, but more so we appreciate you and the effort you put in every day to kind of help the fitted community, man. I mean, you ship fast. I've called there. You answer my questions. I mean, you're a tremendous guy, and we appreciate having you in the community. And we support your store fully. So I just want to thank you.
Well, thank you guys. It's a pleasure to be here with you guys with the know all be all of the fitted world. Uh, you guys are really great. I watch your shows and I jump in on your lives whenever I can.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like I said, for us, it's our passion. You know, I don't feel like it's work. I love coming into work. I love waking up, thinking about what hats I can bring in or what
Yeah.
orders need to go out. It's really doesn't feel like work to me. So.
Well, Eric, it shows. It shows.
We have with our customers and the passion that we have for sports. That's where the name came from. The fourth quarter, right? That's game time. The fourth quarter, right? That's when the shit goes down. So
That's right.
cool.
That's where the tuck rule goes into full effect.
We're gonna forget about that. But anyway, I appreciate you guys. I'll definitely keep following you guys. I appreciate all our customers. Local and from the East Coast, Midwest. We have customers all over the world, and it's really a pleasure to help them out and get them all this cool sports gear.
Yeah. Well, thanks again, Eric. It was a pleasure having you on, man.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Take care. We'll see you guys again soon. All right.
All right. That was fun. That was
good, man.
We just we had a text message kind of interrupt that crazy. Did you see that Raider hat that just dropped in Australia?
No.
Holy shit.
Really?
Okay.
We're gonna have to get one of our guys on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, we might have to get. I don't know, Jay, if you're into the all over stuff. It is a Raider hat.
All over?
Mm. Well, not really all over, but like the extra patch. Look, yeah, I sent you a message. We'll get into this week in caps, but that cap.
First, I want to say before we move into this week in caps, I just want to say, his passion shows, man, and he does a great. Listen, he loves what he's doing, and I got to be honest with you, man, it shows. It shows.
Yes.
Yeah. It's interesting to see his, I guess, like navigating the changing times with Corona and how people are shopping and just the mad scramble right now. Like if you can put quality product out there, it'll sell. So best of luck to him. And he's actually got a couple hats in this week in caps, obviously. So
nice.
But man, imagine trying to open a store in August of 2008 and still be open 6 months later. That's the most incredible part of his entire story.
Yeah. It is. That's when the economy really bottomed out.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at what's going on and what's happening. So Hat Club had a huge week last week, very expensive for most people. Jay, you want to talk about these two?
Yeah, just some alternative colorways of some 2020 Copas. The Rocky Mountain Vibes La Lloronas in an all purple colorway. And then the Albuquerque Mariachis or the Isotopes in an all red colorway. Both excellent hats. Both went out really, really quick.
So from what I understand, Hat Club's going to be doing minor league Mondays for I think the next 8 weeks. So
that's fantastic.
Get ready to jump on the minor league train. This one came with a really cool little pin. That was kind of unexpected. So I think a lot of their custom, I guess, redesigns or their custom
all their Copa ones, all their Copa logos are going to be coming with those.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool touch for them. That purple is cool. So Jay, if you had a choice, would you get the on-field version or this all purple? Which one would you lean towards?
I already had the on-field one, so I didn't get this one. If they would have came out at the same time, I probably still would have gone with the on-field just because of the white front panels and the tricolor design.
The white front. Yeah.
Okay. But I mean, they're both kick-ass hats. Take that back. The on-field one does have that black under, so the gray under on this one would have been a nice touch.
You would have got this one, all things being equal, I guess.
Yeah, man, it'd be a tough call. I don't think you'd go wrong with the other one.
Yeah, it's a phenomenal hat. I'm in a group chat with 3 other guys that love this logo. I stuck with all black, but Pierre, Chris, and TJ can't get enough of this.
This is probably my favorite of the Copa logos from this year.
Copa?
The new ones. Yeah.
Cool.
Man, it's probably the best ever.
Yeah.
We could do a top 10 on those sometime.
I'd love to do a top 10 again. I think we did one before, right, Pierre? Of Copa.
Did we?
Of your Copa hats, but I think we could do a top 10 Copa logos one at some point.
Yeah,
do it again.
But they would be that would be Leon and I's top 10 because we bought them. So if Leon and I had a different one for the top 10, we would have bought it.
Sure.
But no, I think. But Jason, all kidding aside, we should do another one.
Yeah,
and we have breaking news from from Hoon. New Era Korea is dropping Mickey Mouse 5950s in 9 minutes, folks. See, we'll give you live updates as stuff happens.
Oh wow, this is like a live ticker.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Sports Center, like breaking news. Hat Club released some kind of like variations of the retro logos almost. Pierre, you were showing off this Cardinals hat. That hat, phenomenal.
That Cardinals hat with the green under.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that swinging Friar with the updated kind of colorway. That's really cool. That A's logo. Is there usually text that goes with that one?
That one, they had a version. Hat Club had a version that came out that said the swinging A's.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that was like last year at some point, right? Or maybe older. I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. So these are kind of like older school kind of vibey hats. And then they had these ones. Pierre, you were showing off that Marlins hat. That one's an excellent hat.
Yeah.
And then Twins dudes, and then Chris's favorite team, the Giants. This is where it kind of really got interesting. The Icy Blues. The Icy Blues, Pierre. You had pretty much almost all of these. I want to say.
No, I didn't get Kansas City.
Okay.
I didn't get the Angels 2001, and I didn't. I'm all dodgered out on the 2020 All-Star Game gimmick shit. So
you talked me out of the 2020 stuff. I had it like ready to go, and then I was like, "You're right. It's too gimmicky." So
well, it wasn't at first. Now it's become gimmicky.
Yeah, it's like
the first couple were awesome, and then it's just like, okay, the game's not being played. Let's get rid of the logo here.
Yeah,
I love these, and in hand, these things are incredible, dude.
Would you say there's over 20 Dodger 2020 hats out there? There's got to be over 20.
Oh, at least
40. Would you say?
I mean,
I would say there's probably if you include the hat club undervisor variations, there's probably 15.
Oh no, I mean Locker Room with Downey's done 10 by themselves. Eric's done at least 5 of them, so there's 15 right there.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No way. You're overstating it, Jason. I'm telling you. There's the one that has the trees along the side, the palm trees along the side. Yeah. There's another one that has the logo across the front.
Mm-hmm.
There's one where they did the side patch. Mm-hmm. There's one with the floral print.
Mm-hmm.
And then it starts to get very slim pickings. Then it becomes this one and the other variation of
the Hex one. They had the half truckers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
those never hit anywhere.
Yeah.
That was only dude showed that on his Instagram. I guarantee you there's 15 or less. No more than that.
Okay. Do you think they run back these same hats in 3 years or 2 years or whenever they're having the game with the same designs, just with the updated number? Or do you think they'll
do a new
wrap these and then just make completely new?
They'll make a new design.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. It'd be interesting. Would you
I would hope so. I would hope they would make a new logo, a new design for the
Would
side
you rebuy any of the new ones just to have, like, because you're the king of no singles. So would you ever buy the 2023 to match with the 2020? Same design, just with a little 3.
I wouldn't go crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting. So But yeah, so these are icy blues. Icy blues are actually there's a couple icy blues hitting Hat Club this Saturday, along with a nice little pre-order. If you had your Sugar Skull order get messed up, they gave you a coupon. Rumor is that the pre-order will work with that coupon, so that's kind of interesting. Some of these hats will be available for pre-order, I do believe. I could be wrong. Don't quote me though. But I think that Braves, that Philly, and then in hand that Washington's a really nice hat.
My favorite of the bunch was the Atlanta, and then the second favorite was Philly.
Yeah, those are nice. And then pinks. So they went back to their staple of pinks. A lot of these are mixed in with the like older kind of styles, but they're all new because they have all stars. So we haven't really seen a lot of these done in pink bottoms. So I think the highlight for this one is got to be the 99 with the Boston or the pink bottom with the Pittsburgh. Do you have any favorites in this group, Pierre?
Is there another slide or no of pinks?
This is it, I think, for pinks. Oh no, yeah, there is.
There is one more slide, right?
Yeah.
Of this batch, I don't know, man. I love the Pittsburgh one. I'm not gonna say the Red Sox. Everyone knows I love that one. I love the Pittsburgh one, and I also love the Cincinnati one because I love that All-Star Game patch with the mustache.
Mm-hmm. Any one of these ones stand out for you, Jace?
I like that the St. Louis patch with the arch in the background. I think that Boston one just looks a little big. Maybe that they had that big to get the details in there. I'm not sure, but it looks a lot bigger than all the other ones. But yeah, I would say the Cardinals one's probably my favorite one of this bunch.
Yeah, and then I think one of the top ones that you were saying, Pierre, you really like that San Diego one. I didn't realize there's a swinging friar right in the
Dude, this thing is gonna be in my top 10 this year.
Yeah. That Mets one's really cool too. That Mets one.
That Padres one is fire.
Yeah.
There's a lot of complaints. There's a lot of complaints that they didn't have enough. You know, there's a lot of jokes going on that there's not a lot of Padre fans, but how did this one sell out so fast?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Dude, I put this, Leon, you know how much I love the St. Louis Cardinals one that has always been my number one, right? This now is right there. And you asked me if I like Houston Brown with the pink bottom or this one better. This one.
And then is there and there's no Batterman on the back of that one, right?
Nope.
Perfect.
And this patch, man, the way they put the pink in there, I don't know if everyone can see it, but this thing, man, come on, man. This thing came out perfect. And it's got the flat embroidery on the front, which normally bothers me, but it fits, man. It's the right thing to do with this cap.
Era specific.
Yep.
I think we're just getting word that we're not no-go on the Raiders. Sorry. Ephra dropped this cap here. I think it's based on the Mexican flag with the hawk and the
eagle and serpent. Yeah.
Eagle. Sorry.
Fucking Ephra, man. I love Ephra.
Yeah. I struck out on this one. There was no pre-order, unfortunately, but this one.
Look really what he did with the outline too.
Yeah, you got the flag in there hidden.
It's just the guy's great, man.
The little details like that.
He doesn't miss. I wish the snap was possibly raised or something, but you know, I mean that at that point you're just nitpicking, but it's flawless design. Ephra, keep doing what you're doing. We had some pink bottoms come through NBA style. So if you guys don't know, Mitchell & Ness owns the rights for I guess all the champions side patches and all that kind of stuff. So they had to do the Larry O'Brien here. No NBA logo at the back, so that's kind of interesting. Pierre, what do you think of these now that NBA's got their little taste of pink bottom?
I like the pink bottoms on MLB.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'll leave it at that. I'm not jumping down this rabbit hole.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I skipped on all these. I mean, the real champs, defending champs aren't in this collection, so that was an easy choice for me.
If they do a Celtics one, I'll pick up a Celtics one. But
yeah, that's how I felt. If it's home team, I do home team only. But I'm not gonna venture out.
Kelly look good with a pink bottom?
I think it would.
Yeah.
I think it would.
Even
Yeah,
Celtics in black would be nice too. You just
Yeah,
get that
yeah.
little leprechaun looking dude.
Yeah, you're right. The Celtics in black would look great.
Yeah. It's just unfortunate that Mitchell Ness has all the retro NBA stuff.
I know, man. I'm with you on that.
Yeah. Danny dropped another hat. I think he's doing like back to back with some of the ghost theme stuff. So this is his, I guess, like a slimed out version of his D. Black and slime, cool colorway.
Yeah, the next Ghostbusters movie was supposed to come out this summer. So this was a tie-in. He did a tie-in to that film. Obviously, the movie didn't come out, and then these were obviously delayed as well. So I'm guessing it was supposed to be like a 4th of July blockbuster type thing, but he's still dropping the hats anyway. So good on him.
I did buy this because I want the 3-pack. I want the all 3 of them.
Nice.
Yeah, his next 2 are even better.
Yep, the ghosts. I want them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's been doing ghost stuff and Halloween stuff for years. So Danny, keep doing what you're doing. If they flipped the visor though, I don't know, it would have made it pop. But still fresh. I do like the color scheme though. Slime and black, can't go wrong with that. Like that Volt green. This was a Sean McCarthy, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was this one called? The Triangles?
The Triangles. So the Dayton Triangles was an NFL team. Yeah, I want to say like in the 20s or even 30s. I'm not sure what. Let me look it up today. I think they're like the Colts eventually is what they became. But let me double check on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, they were early NFL team.
And that other one that came out, was that today? Another one of the 2019 World Series celebrations. Was that McCarthy too?
I don't think he dropped anything today.
What was the one that I saw?
Oh no, that was a Harrisburg Senators doing a nod to the Washington Nationals. Washington.
Okay, so that wasn't another. I didn't look closely at it, so thank you, Jason. That's
they had that. They had dropped that logo twice before today.
It's the drunk George Washington, like when he's cheering. Is it that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the champagne and the goggles. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Fourth quarter shop dropped some Negro League stuff. I didn't check. Did these have side patches? I don't think they did.
No, these are the Heritage Series, and they only dropped like very small sizes in these. Like I think the biggest size in any of these is like a 7 3/8, because I would have been all over that House of David one.
Yeah, that's the one.
If they would have had a 7.5. So I'm guessing these might have been some in-store ones. And then
whatever was left,
the remaining online. But yeah, dude, if anybody can find me a House of David hat, let me know.
Isn't the House of David like, I think Ebbets owns the rights to them?
Oh
no,
obviously not.
No, I've seen them in a couple new eras, but they have a really cool story, right? They were like a traveling kind of circus.
Well, not a circus.
I think Nikki's Place has a pinstripe version. That one, the pinstripes were kind of holding me back, but me too. Same thing. If you can find me a House of David size 8, size 7.5 for Jason, hit up the DMs. But can't get enough of the Negro League stuff. So Detroit Stars really pops that colorway.
Yeah, I like that colorway. That's the first time I've seen that one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then more of the other stuff. So that was the hat, I guess he was talking about, right? With the 2012, is that the hat?
Yeah, it has a 2012 World Series patch on it.
Okay.
I loved hearing that he admittedly said that was a mistake that he didn't see until after he already submitted the order, because he had a lot of questions on that one, like, why would you put a Giants World Series championship on an LA Dodgers hat? And so it was nice to see that he didn't do that on purpose.
Yeah.
Happy mistakes sometimes,
Yep.
They happen sometimes. So
yeah, but it's a cool looking hat. I like the colorway on it.
Yeah, and then the red.
It's funny. How many? Can I ask you guys a question? How many people do you think bought that without even realizing that? They're just like, I gotta get this.
A lot of people, because it sold out really, really fast.
Yeah. How many
So-
people do you think bought it realizing it's a mistake? Because I'm a weirdo like that too. Like I'll
Yeah.
buy something knowing that it's a mistake.
Yeah.
Like it'll make me buy it faster. Like, oh, it's a mistake. Cool, I'll buy it. All right. And then the next test to Dodger fandom. Would Dodger fans wear a red hat? And that's the question. So we'll see if any proud Dodger fans would wear that shade of blue. And then the locker room of Downey. So this is the first time I'm seeing the NBA 2020 draft hats. So
Yep.
it is kind of interesting.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they had it listed as.
Yeah.
So
Well, it looks like it is because that sticker on the left is what comes on those draft day hats, right?
yeah.
I know Hatland has them as well in store, maybe on the website as well.
Mm.
Baum will send us a couple pictures
Yeah.
with the draft hats. I don't know how I feel about these. The draft hats have kind of been blah lately, but
Yeah.
I'll still get the Raptors. I'll end up
This
getting
is just kind of like, slap a logo on the front, slap a logo on the side, and
cookie cutter shit.
yeah, it doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
Especially if they're all Heather.
Yeah, I don't know why they keep using Heather. Heather, they used Heather last year. Maybe they had some Heather left over.
Well, didn't they have two versions last year?
Yeah,
A Heather and then a solid color.
Yeah, but the solid color was only available like on newerar.com.
Yeah, the
wasn't
fitted was only newerar.com.
Yeah. Packer Shoes came out with this kind of cool New York Yankees script kind of hat. I didn't check the price tag on this one, but I'm assuming it's
They're
probably
usually around $60.
yeah.
50,
It's a nice looking hat.
60, yeah.
Yeah, because I bought a Red Sox hat from them that had that 3M material for the B.
Mm-hmm. Nice little gray bottom here. I didn't check availability, but cool looking hat, kind of keeping up with the trends. Packer Shoes, if you want it.
Mm-hmm.
Rally House came up with a bunch of NCAA stuff. I see Jay's looking really nice at that one. So you want to talk about that one right there?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm not looking nice at that one. That one burns my eyes. But yeah, you don't see NCAA hats, especially on national sites, too often. So it's a nice little change of pace. But these are pretty much just straight up logo hats. Nothing too special about them.
I don't like the Indiana one.
Yeah, Indiana's got a cool logo. But yeah, that
what do you think of that Milwaukee Brewer hat right there?
Oh my God! Don't get me started on that.
All right, go inside joke for us.
Don't get me started on that.
The butter bottoms have re-upped, I guess, at Sneaker Room. These ones sold out first time right away, pretty quick.
I can't believe it's not Butters.
Hopefully you get a cool pin with this one. Hey, they're selling out, so they're doing their thing, good for them.
Listen, this is a cool colorway with the with the teal and then the yellow. It does look nice.
Yeah. These yellow bottoms would look really nice on a black hat too.
Yeah, it's a nice summer hit. But they brought it back, so that's really cool.
They completely redid their website too, so it's a lot faster.
Okay.
Still hard to search. You have to kind of dig around to find the new era hats.
Yeah, I mean it's probably not their primary.
Go to shop by brand. They have a brand section.
Yeah, I know, I saw that. And then you click new era. I did see that.
Topper Z store came out with this Bulls hat. They had a bunch of the Elements hats. I'm not even sure if they're. We covered a lot last week, but they showed up again in the folder.
So the Topper Z is weird. So what they do is they post the hats under some like item number URL, and then like a week later they change it to like a title URL.
Okay.
And so yeah, it looks like different hats, but they're the same. So
are they trying to toy with you, Mead?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, it didn't make it past my filter because I was like, I swear I just did this last week, so we didn't list them again. But a lot of the NFL Elements hats, you can get them at Topper Z store.
Last week I was in the dark with no internet, so I don't even know what happened.
Yeah. So they had the Elements 2.0. So what are some of your favorite Elements hats for NFL? Here, just off the top. I know you like the Pats. You like the Pats?
I like the first. I like everything from the first series best. The 1.0 elements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the best to me. But I mean, the Patriots was my favorite. I mean, and it's not just because I'm a Patriots fan. I just love the way it looked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's very rare to see like.
Oh, the Steelers too. I like the Steelers too. The Steelers
really
one looks good.
The Bucks is really nice, but
Like the
they re-released the version, the 2.0, that had the whole logo, but just elements blacked out, and then the other elements highlighted.
What did you like, Jason? You said, I'm sorry.
The Bengals.
The Bengals. Yeah, that was a good one too.
Yeah, the Bengals. That one's a cool one too. Your favorite hat right here, probably Pierre. The ECAPS Unlimited came out with the little X hat.
This is a pink bottom though, Pierre. So the weird thing about this
is a Frankenstein job. This is what this is. This is the definition of a Frankenstein job.
But the good news was
square pattern.
The good news is it was posted already sold out. Like,
wow. The only thing missing on here is a hot pink New Era flag instead of that tonal New Era flag.
That's coming out next week.
Camo.
But
it's missing a camo side patch.
So ECAPS Unlimited has been really weird lately. Like they're posting their hats, and half of them are already sold out when they go online. I'm like, if you're sold out of the hat, don't put it online. What are you doing?
Could be them trying to create hype. But
here's what I've got. Here's my thought. Right? Don't ever put this hat online.
I like the little gold, the gold touch in the middle.
What? Dude, listen, Jason. I love you, man. But this hat is this is the definition of a Frankenstein job, man. It doesn't make any sense. Like it's got
it does have a side patch. Sorry.
Yeah, see the side patch.
The thing's a goddamn mess. wait, that's got a side patch too?
Oh yeah, it's got the Subway Series side patch.
Right here.
Yes, the hell. This is the worst. This is probably the worst hat I've seen all year.
No, come on. That exclusive fitted like black and red version of this was even worse.
Nope. This is the worst. This has a pink bottom, a royal blue brim. It's got a gold, time sign, and it's got the Subway Series patch. It's got the raised batterman on the back.
The square batterman. No, the square batterman.
Whatever the hell that is. This is junk.
This is just too much awesomeness on one hat.
No, man. No, this is Lawrence, Kansas on a hat.
Oh.
No, this.
Yeah.
This is 2000. This is 2020 in a hat, basically. if the year could be encapsulated by a hat, this would be it.
Yeah, you're right.
Except they ship it in a bag.
So they ship it in a bag. Yeah. And
you'd be doing the customer a favor if you ship this shit in a bag. You would be doing the customers a favor because then there's no chance they put this on their head and go out in public with it.
Yeah, maybe get a charge back, get your money back. G-Eazy dropped. I guess he restocked some of his hats. I think I have the Oakland version of this, but I haven't seen that navy version or the black version before. But the Golden State and then the Oakland are restocked. So if you are fans of the rapper G-Eazy, go grab that. Black Scale.
You're using that term very loosely. Rapper.
You don't like G-Eazy?
No.
Okay. All right. No. I like Gerald's music, but all right. Black Scale came out with these. I think these came out before. There might be a restock, but I don't know what they say.
I've seen these before. You have too, right, Jason, or no?
I haven't, but I haven't been collecting near as long as you guys have either. So.
Yeah. It almost looks like it says Black. I don't even know. I'm not even gonna guess. But,
I think it says G-Eazy sucks.
I don't know why they would sell a hat that says that, but it could be.
Yeah. For you Caps came up with a couple cool looking hats. If you got the Yankee double hit. So all right, Pierre, if you had the choice, would you grab the double Yankee or the Yankee Mets? Or you're putting them both back and grabbing the Boston Braves?
You know the answer to that, man.
All right, cool.
If I had to choose between the Frankenstein exclusive fitteds and this double Yankee hit, the double Yankee hit looks cleaner.
But it's still got a side patch. Why put a side patch on that hat? You already got two logos.
What is the side patch on this one? What is it?
I don't know.
I don't know. The pictures were all weird. It looks like a red bottom too.
It's a red bottom too.
That's another Frankenstein job, man. If I'm going for stuff off this page, I'm going for the Boston Braves or that Minnesota Twins with the 85 All-Star game patch.
Yeah.
That's what that is, right? An 85 All-Star game patch?
I think so.
Yeah.
But I mean, For You Caps has been putting their leftover stock online. So, I mean, even though they post something, it's immediately gone because there's like 2 in each size by the time it gets to the website.
Well, the line people don't know what to do with their lineup time now that NoHo's not open, so they got to line up other places. And
If
grab it.
someone's
been lining
if
up
someone's lining up
there.
for that Yankee double hit, man, they might as well go home. Don't line up for that stuff, guy. Oh, here we go. The staple.
Speaking of going home,
here we go. Speaking of bullshit, right? Here we go. The staple pigeon knockoff.
This is a
the
pure
staple
knockoff.
yeah, the staple bootleg. Be curious to see if this was actually performed by New Era or if For You Caps took their stuff to an embroidery shop. But the bird shit on the back is a straight jack of Jeff Staples' design, and then the pigeon. The pigeon has been synonymous with New York, but interesting they do it this way. I'll take the staple over these ones. 8 days a week, so we'll leave it at that.
I don't have a problem with the design, other than the knockoff of the bird shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's when it gets. That's what bothers me about it. Not the pigeon. The fact that this is just jacking somebody else's design.
Yeah,
and poorly, honestly.
Yeah, I agree. If they would have kept it to just the pigeon or even just the bird shit, it would have been kind of cool. But put together.
Get on a Yankees hat, yeah, that is kind of cool.
Yeah, I kind of like the bird shit on the Yankees hat for sure.
Well, if you walk around,
but that's also a sign of good luck, though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's a sign of good luck. So maybe
if it's actual bird shit, though, not if it's sewn on stuff.
Not if Tommy in the back room with his single-headed embroidery machine popped it on there. It's not good luck then.
Mm-hmm. This was a One Love IE. This was a new kind of vendor. I'm not really familiar with this one, but I believe
they've been around for a while. They're based in San Bernardino, obviously. Inland Empire is what the IE stands for. So they do a lot of hats tailored towards the cities in that area. This is a San Bernardino founding hat, if you will, with the Narrowhead logo. So founded in 1810.
So Inland Empire as in the MILB team?
No, Inland Empire is a region of Southern California, kind of like the high desert area. Our friend JB would be able to tell us all about it because he actually lives there.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just an area of Southern California.
Interesting. I thought, me being dumb, I thought this, because there was an arrowhead and it had to do with Super Bowl, I thought it was kind of like a Chiefs thing. I was so confused when I saw this hat.
No. San Bernardino, California, which is
not half as confused as we were when we were looking at that exclusive fitted hat. Ecapcity.
Yeah, they got the crest going on. Maybe I don't know. I couldn't figure it out, but I was like, all right, cool. So, Just Sports AZ came out with a Cooperstown collection. Some cool staples to get if you don't already have them. The Washington Senators, obviously, that cool Cardinals logo, and that Texas Rangers.
That Cardinals one, I think you get on lids.com right now for like $30 too.
Yeah. Some other stuff. You got the Big LA, the Cubs, and the A. I hate that A hat. For other reasons.
What?
No, for other reasons, because it's been a thorn in our side. That A hat.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Noble North did a double drop of the Northern Force, coming back in different colorways. I don't think these colors are ever coming up yet, so it's kind of got that black cherry look, black with a red bottom, little gold accent, and then the forest, or that kind of hunter green. Do anything, Ryan, over at Noble North, and then some MILB to round off this section. Jay, you want to talk about these?
Yeah, so in the middle there, you got the Mississippi Braves are doing a retro Jackson Generals hat for Jackson, Mississippi. They did a blue and red two-tone last year, so this is an all-blue version. And then the Richmond Flying Squirrels have done 2 faux back logos. I reached out to them both on social media and left voicemails, but they did not get back to me to just get more information on these logos. But it looks like it would be like a fallback to maybe like the 30s or 40s. And you can tell that the one on the right, the squirrel, is actually wearing a jersey with the logo of the one on the left. Too cool
That's
design.
man. Oh, I kind of like those.
Yeah, I picked up the flying squirrel one. I thought the R was a little like unbalanced. It looks like a P with a kickstand. But yeah, I like fallback logos. Big fan of them.
The Jackson one, Aqua released that exact hat. It looks like that.
It's been released a few times. I picked up the one from last year. It was a blue crown, red visor. I think it was MLB Shop had them. Hat Club had them. So we'll probably be seeing this one again. So.
And then the Whataburger and In-N-Out debate rages on with this one. I think this one sold out, right?
Yeah, this one sold out. Went to pre-order. Again, this was Whataburger was founded 70 years ago this week in Corpus Christi, Texas. So the Hooks kind of took their alternative Texas logo and the Whataburger logo, combined them together. This one's a little misleading though, because it's actually like a Pro-Lite material, like almost feels like a nylon thing. It's kind of weird.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
They use Pro-Lite on that?
It's not quite Pro-Lite. It's like a thicker version of Pro-Lite. It's weird. I have it in hand.
That's that Whataburger hat?
Yeah.
It's also driving sales at Whataburger. I've never seen so many hat pictures taken in front of a Whataburger.
In-N-Out gets the last laugh.
Oh, let's see.
I don't know how well you can see it, but it's like a thin,
maybe so that could, in case you like rub your hat, all the bacon grease and all the burger
it says it's 100% poly, but it doesn't feel like a poly hat.
That's interesting.
It doesn't feel like a Pro-Lite either. It's like a really thin poly.
Maybe it's like a
fine. The bicep feels fine.
Is it comfortable? Is it comfortable, Jason, or what?
It's a little big. The fit's a little weird.
Holy.
Because it doesn't the thin poly doesn't have the structure that the thicker poly does. So
it's made to wrap burgers.
Tell you the truth.
Send that burger back. But the Danville Braves are back again with a new release. I'll never forget the sale that they did. So
I know I bought that for like $4.
Yeah. So
these are all Musa versions that they're dropping, made in the USA. So they must have had some back stock laying around somewhere.
They've been trying to get rid of their stuff. So yeah, do them a favor, grab them if they're cheap. But the Danville Braves, they make some cool hats. And then what's the last one?
Cheap when I bought them.
The Crown what's the Crown one? What's one?
That's Memphis 901 FC. They're a USL championship, or basically Division II soccer, if you will.
Oh, the soccer. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because that was in Jason's top 9, right?
Yeah. Yep. On Saturday.
Yeah. And then I believe this is a Heliel Studios release with Team Fitted. The Kraken is back in a new color, I believe. So it looks like he gave it a little icy blue treatment. Head over to our friends at Team Collective to get it. I think the pre-order lasts for 2 weeks.
It's flat embroidery though, huh?
Sorry?
Yeah,
flat embroidery.
A little flat. I think the pre-order is open for another 12 days. Yep.
Some sort of hesitation here. I guess Leon wants to study the hat.
No, sorry, I was lagging a little bit, so I was just.
Leon's like staring at the hat like he's trying to
stump it.
It's an anchor in there, Leon. It's an anchor.
No, I was trying to look smart, while I was lagging, so don't move. Maybe they won't be able to tell.
You're just hoping that Jason and I were going to talk, so it filled the space.
Exactly. Your friends over at the Capologist dropped the Zombie Boy. No guarantee that this is going to be in your hands for Halloween, but we'll do our best. Kelly Green Under, The zombie can't get enough of the pink bottom, and he's got some treats in his little little pumpkin there. He got some brains. So little fun design that Tony whipped up. So grab that over at thecapologist.com if you want. Clink Room. Last week's releases of the Clink Room, really strong week. The dog from the Sandlot. I'm surprised that one went through because Baseballism did that, and then the Kraken, like that kind of Kraken kind of logo. Kind of surprised that went through, and then the one that looks like our friend's one. Kind of surprised that one went through. But the other two were kind of cool. Any comments on these ones?
Yeah, I mean, I like them. I like bird dogs too. I'm interested to see what that looks like in hand embroidered.
Embroidered?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they did a good job. Casey did a good job adapting that lurking below one, because when it first came out for Monday Morning Crits, you couldn't make out what this was. Like, it just looked like tentacles coming out of something. But now it looks a lot clearer and easier to kind of comprehend.
Kraken's actually coming through the ice.
Yeah. It wasn't very clear when you first saw it, but now they've kind of cleaned it up a little bit. It was a strong week for the Clink Room, man.
I think you're missing one though.
Yeah. Well, I'll let Pierre talk about this one.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm not going to talk about the story again, because I've kind of done that. But if you want to hear more about the story, you can head over to my Instagram, and I posted the story there. But Casey did, first of all, Jay Match did a good job with the artwork here. But then, Casey reached out and said, Pierre, I think one thing can change this from great to iconic. And it was changing the halo from a regular halo to a chain halo. And it works. So people were asking me a lot about the undervisor, why I went gray. I wanted something timeless. I didn't want something that was going to fade over time. And to me, the yellow underbrim might over time, look dated. So I wanted something that was going to be clean, black with a gray under. Tonal New Era flag, no change to the squatchy or the eyelets, so it doesn't take any of the focus off of the logo. And it means a lot to me personally, man. So this is something that I think came out great, and I'm excited to see it in hand. This one's on pre-sale, I think, until the 30th.
Yeah, so you got about 2.5 weeks to get your Sammy in on theclinkroom.com. So it goes to a great designer. This is an amazing hat.
Yeah, and I'm not taking any of the money made off that hat. It's all going to Jay.
Cool. And the Hoon Express. So Hoon dropped a lot of cool designs this week over for us to kind of go over. So LMC is a Korean street fashion brand inspired by hip hop and rap culture. Interesting, it only came out in 4 sizes. But it's a cool looking hat. You get some free dog tags too. That kid looks kind of confusing. Dave East dropped some New Era Korea drops. I believe you can still get some of these hats on Merch Bar over in the States, so you don't have to necessarily go to Korea to go grab these. Again, these were limited in the size run. Only went up to size. Well, started at size 7 1/8 and only went up to 7 5/8. Gray UV. $4.
Poly shortage in Korea or something? Why are they only doing like 4 sizes?
I don't know. Maybe they're pre-selling some stuff, or maybe they're just
maybe their local population doesn't really have heads that big. I mean, it could be, right?
That's a shame if they're really starting to limit their sizes and kind of going the Huff route. But it is what it is. But I know that one.
It's almost like what Abercrombie and Fitch used to do to fat kids.
Just they just don't stock their stuff.
Yeah.
No, it was ridiculous, man. Like they would literally only go up to like a size 32 waist.
Jeez, 32.
That was early on. That was when I was younger, man. They wouldn't. It was terrible, actually.
The Yankees had a bunch of different colorways kind of dropped, so kind of some cool ones. That purple and black one reminds me of that Wu-Tang hat that came out.
Yeah.
Right. So some cool colorways. of course, the
These look-
freaking
Yeah, these are
Yankees get everything.
kind of lids hats to me, man.
Yeah. Price unknown. The splash embroidery. These ones are kind of cool if you want to look like
Yeah.
a fake
Yeah.
painter, I guess. It's an interesting kind of hat. It's cool that it's embroidered. On
that
thing.
is pretty cool.
That's different.
Cotton. One of Pierre's favorite cap materials. 4 colors available.
I do, man. I love that. I love cotton hats, man.
I like that green and pink one. It's pretty
You
cool.
making fun of me, Leon, because I like cotton hats?
I'm not making fun of you. I'm just letting people know how well I know you. And that I saw
You know me
cotton
well,
and I
do
thought
love
about you.
cotton. I think cotton
I
hats.
saw the
are
cotton.
big.
I thought about you, my friend. Nice looking hats though
Mhm.
Yeah.
for
You do
aspiring painters. I mean, I'm sure painters do this all the time for free on their hats backs. It's a cool concept.
Gilly
Right,
said his stepdad's a painter. He'll have him make one for us.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nothing I want on my Yankee hat more than a freaking butterfly. You know?
I was actually just thinking about that the other day.
Me too. Fucking monarch butterflies are beautiful.
Poisonous if you eat them too. But yeah,
Really?
yeah. But
How would you know, Leon? If we could pause there for a second, I'd love to know how you know that.
It's a random fact I remember. I don't know. I was just told that they're poisonous because of the whatever they eat or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never tried to eat one, so don't you know.
I just feel blessed to have learned that tonight.
Yeah.
If there's one takeaway from this entire show, it's that.
Yeah. Don't eat monarch
that,
butterflies.
that the two things I'm going to take away from this. Well, 3 things is number one, I love that guy Eric from the Fourth Quarter Shop. That's my first takeaway. The second takeaway is that fucked up Frankenstein hat that had 20 different things going on.
I think you're just upset it was already sold out when it went online and you couldn't get one. Is what's going on there.
You know me well, Jason. And then the third takeaway is that monarch butterflies are poisonous to eat.
Yeah. See, we're saving lives. We don't know who we're gonna save. This one made me think of you too because it's got almost the J Dilla.
Oh, get the fuck out of here, man!
Yeah.
I like this.
Leon, why didn't you tell me this before?
Because I was doing this at 6 o'clock. Because I literally just finished.
It's close to the Dilla hat, but not quite.
Not quite.
Yeah. So, get the piping. So the one that you want has a white front. What's the difference?
It's got the
double
piping
pipes.
a little more pronounced.
Okay.
And there's a sandwich brim on it.
Yeah.
Is this close enough though?
It's
No.
close, but it's not the same.
No. So not close enough that you'd pull the trigger.
And
No,
isn't
I want
Jay Dilla one a black hat too?
Yeah, it's black. I
Yeah.
want the J Dilla hat from the Donuts album cover. That's what I want.
Okay. Well, this one was close. I saw Legends League post a couple mock-ups with something similar to this. Always curious whether they lay the pipe first or they do the logo first. But cool.
Lay the
hats.
pipe.
Yeah, the
Hey,
pipe.
can you do me a favor? Don't ever say that again.
I want to know what comes first.
Listen, as the show,
that must mean
as we get
different.
deeper in the show, it's when Leon starts saying really crazy shit. So let's just recap Leon's last 3.5 minutes. He taught us that monarch butterflies are poisonous when eaten, and then he started talking about laying the pipe.
Yeah, no. What comes first, laying the pipe or grabbing the logo? But yeah, so that brings us to the end. This week in caps.
Yeah, I think it certainly should.
Yeah, thanks guys for making it this far with us. We had a cool guest. Visit him over in LA if you can. If not, visit him online. Eric from fourthquartershop.com. Saturday we got Pink Bottom Just going to be in the house. We're going to be having an open competition for anyone who wants to bring on their top 5 Justin creations. We're going to pick the best out of the bunch, and you will get one early access cap of your choice to a future release.
Am I allowed to show mine or no?
You can show yours, but
aren't you competing?
No, I don't. No,
Ah,
no. But I want to show mine.
you can show yours, sure.
you can show yours. All right.
And one's probably on your head.
But we'll pick one winner. You will get a free all access paid future release to a Hat Club hat in your size. Yeah, it should be exciting. And then Views After Dark. So
Views After Dark, I have a feeling, since we've been cooped up for 3 weeks without Views After Dark, I have a sneaking suspicion this is going to be one fucked up night.
It's going to be heated.
I can already see Jason Mead. He's just, I don't know, he's bubbling. Oh, he's got notes there and shit.
Oh yeah, got top.
he's got a list. He's got a list of people to call out. It's good.
Oh, there's some people to call out for sure.
You know what?
It's like
you know what I love, and I'm gonna speak for myself here. I love when I see people yank shit off of Jason Mead's website or Instagram and claim that they found it. You're not even doing a good job hiding the fact that you yanked it off his site.
It's all right. It's all right. Hey, as long as people get the hats they want, that's all I want out of this.
I like it, especially when people blame him that it sold out too fast.
I love that. No, that's one of my favorite things to watch.
I know. I try to make as many hats as possible, guys. I'm sorry.
I love to watch when Jason posts a sold out hat and people go fucking bananas on him.
Yeah, it's like they want their money for the free subscription back or something. It's like, oh my god, I wasted so much time on it.
You're getting like a free service from Jason Mead, right? And you're bitching about the fact that he posted something that sold out. How's his fucking fault, man?
I always check before I post, so it sells out in the 20 seconds it takes me to post it. Sorry, guys.
I've told him sometimes he needs to hide behind a paywall, man. That subscription's worth money.
No, it's not. I mean, I'm stealing the content to begin with. How am I going to?
You're not really stealing. You're not. I think stealing is kind of a heart, like a.
Okay. Yeah.
You're directing people into the right places for the right things, and I think it's a great service you offer the community.
Yeah.
And I think 10 or 11,000 people now agree.
Yeah. But if you keep pissing them off, you better be careful. You might change the business model.
Don't you dare use a swear word on his fucking wall either.
No, a derogatory word. You use a swear word all you want. Don't use a derogatory word.
I got it. I'm not sure. Maybe off the air you can teach me the difference. I'm not sure. I use a lot of words.
But all right.
Well, listen.
We're at hour and 4.
Oh, okay. So it's time. That means it's time to wrap up. But this was fun. We got a lot of people still watching. So, as I customarily do, I have to thank my 2 favorite people in the hat world, Leon and Jason, for making this fun. I missed you guys on Wednesday. I can't tell you how tough it was not to be on the show with you guys on Wednesday. It was terrible not being a part of it, but it's great to be back here. And I thank you guys for all the work you do.
It's great to have you back. You did miss the best show of the year. I mean, me and Leon knocked that one out of the park.
Yeah.
But
I bet you fucking did.
It's great to have you back on.
Yeah. Well, I missed you guys. So, Leon, why don't you take us out, buddy?
All right. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on the channel, please, please, please. And we will catch you guys back on Saturday with Pink Bottom Dress. So until then, stay fitted. Peace.